Well, it's an almost beautiful morning in Wisconsin. It rained all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And today is supposed to get to about 42 degrees. I am at the Nugget Lake County Park in Plum City. And I'd said I wasn't going to come here anymore till the seasons straighten their act out a little bit. But I was supposed to be meeting another guy here today. And he told me he was leaving at 5, he'd be here at 7:30, and well, I waited for him till about 9 o'clock. I don't know what time it is now. And I walked in. I figured I drove 2 hours to get here. Yeah. It's 8:39, so I figure I drove 2 hours to get here. I might as well run some dirt. And as you can see, 2 days of rain makes the creek pretty high. It has came down some. You can see in the bank there, it's probably 8, 9, 10 inches lower than what it was. And I know that if I stay here all day, it'll go down quite a bit more because I've stayed here all day before when it was this high and it went down quite a bit. But I figure 4 buckets. 4 buckets. I know I got a hole in front of me here that I've been working. And I know another guy that's been working it. And we're finding good gold in that hole every time. And I know I can sluice off of that dam right there. So I'm about to jump in and we'll see. The hole we've been working is about 4 foot deep, and you add 2 foot of water, it starts getting to be troublesome. So if not, I know there's a gravel bar right in front of me that you can't see, and that has been producing good gold as well. So I'm just going to jump in the creek and make the best of it. I'm not shooting a whole lot of footage today, because I do plan on running more buckets of dirt than footage, and it just takes so long to set the camera up and set all the shots up, edit it all back down. So this should be short and sweet. When I do get figured out where I can dig at, I'll get you a little bit of footage, and then we'll run some dirt over the sluice together, maybe show you some pans. And then we'll see what happens from there. I'm still hoping he shows up. I'm pretty sure we agreed to meet in the same spot, although I checked all the other spots and I'm the only one here. I got the whole park to myself. So we'll see. Hopefully he shows up. Sounds like he's been here quite a bit before and he knew quite a bit about the area. He's found a lot of gold here. So I was looking to get some knowledge from him, but I don't know if the weather scared him off or if something else came up, but haven't heard from him. I expected him to be here. So I'm just going to jump in and make the best of it. No cell phone service here, and they got the Wi-Fi not on in the campground, so I can't even go up to the campground and get live or get service. So I am in a dead zone all by myself. Hopefully this isn't the last video I make. See you guys soon. Well, as you can see, conditions are premium. The best you could possibly ask for. I don't know if you can detect the level of sarcasm. And I kind of knew it was going to be like this. I wasn't really wanting to even come. But I haven't been here in a few weeks. So I did want to come. I was just hoping it would be better. I cannot find the hole that I've been working in. I kind of looked all over for it, and I think it's over there, but if it is, it's way too deep. As you can see, I'm standing up here, but between me and you, yeah, we get spots where it gets all the way above my knees. The current isn't too bad, but I don't need to wash that big rock. So I know we've dug right in here, and if you can see the bubbles going by, after the gold bounces off that corner, it kind of shoots right off in over across the creek here. So I'm hoping maybe anything that's tumbling down in the spring runoff is settled into the surface here. Probably just wishful thinking, but it beats driving home for 2 hours and not trying. I finally made the repairs to my classifier, put the upgraded handle and the reinforcing washers in, and this thing is a beast. Just clean. Clean. No dirt whatsoever. And man, it 1/4 inch holes just lets the dirt fall right through. Almost no stress on your back. And until you get the bucket full, it works well, especially when the water's this deep. But you know, you need water around it to wash, and so those ones that sit on top of the bucket, you got to have the bucket full all the way to the top. And then as you work it, the water goes down 1 inch, and then your material's not in the water anymore. So this one here, I said, until you get the bucket full, then you can't get it down in the water. But I got a little ways to go before that happens. Good cobbles, big rocks, little rocks, pebbles, some kind of thicker looking soil. I don't know if I keep losing my hole or if it fills in every time. Ooh, that is an agate. What a pretty one. That goes home. That goes to the tumbler. There's my hole. Just about full. Oh, my shovel turned. I didn't get a whole lot that time. I thought I would. One bucket here. I was going to go set up the sluice and sluice it. And I thought about digging right on top of that dam. I don't know if it's going to be shallower there. I know there's a gravel bar in there. But I'm thinking anything new coming down might have got stuck right in front of that dam. Big old chunk of rock there. Okay. We're close. See, I got that much room in the bucket still. So one more round. Oh. I've got a new spot a little closer to home. I would have much rather went there today and screwed around. Oh, last shovel. All kinds of neat looking rocks in there. Alright, yeah, we're as full as I'm going to get that bucket. I'm going to walk it up the creek. There's a hole there. Alright, how are we doing here? Well guys, I'm going to set up on that dam. And I'll get you some footage once I start sluicing. I had to pull all those rocks out from over there just to lower the water level here a little bit. I got plenty of flow, but it seemed like my fine stuff was blowing right over, and now the fine stuff is slowly rolling off the end. So I like the way that looks. I don't got you guys in the tripod here right now, but you get a good idea of what's going on. Lots and lots of action going on in there. Let's see if we can spot any gold. Not seeing much, if anything at all. But I already ran a pretty good amount of that bucket. You can see it does its little dance the whole way down. I gotta repaint my indicator map. There's so many little specks where the paint's come off. It makes you think there's gold. One more, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Well, first 5 are down. And if you really look in there, you can see right there's a speck of gold, center of the screen. Doesn't quite want to focus on it. There it did. Then there's some silvery specks there. I don't know if I saw any other ones. Oh, right there. At the very top in the center of the screen, if it'll focus. Try to get in there. Oh, there's a fleck right in the middle there. Tiny little guy, but it's there. Let's try one more time. Nope. Doesn't want to show up on the camera. Oh, yeah, there it showed. Come on, come on. There it is. You guys see it right in the middle? In and out, in and out. Well, let's dump it in the bucket, rinse it out real good, get it in a pan. There's a couple garnets right there at the end. I'm sure there's some more of them hiding out in there. Looks to be a pretty fair amount of black sands in there. So, yep, let's get in a pan, see what we got. Well, not too bad for the first fiver. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go all up into here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A couple of them are a little bit bigger, too. And I have a few that are floating. And every time I try to make them not float, I end up with more floating. There's another one. There's some more down lower. Probably some right in the edge of that black sand. And I didn't even try to... Oh, look at that piece. Can you see that? Right on top of the water. That big piece of gold just floating around. So, I didn't even try to pan back into the creek. I dumped the cons in there, tapped them up, and flipped them back, and that's what I ended up with. I'm going to dump them in my concentrates right away and deal with that at home with some jet dry so I don't lose any of my precious flakes. But I think I'm going to do a couple more buckets quick here. I think I'm going to target that rocky area right up in there just because it's shallower. I know this inside bank here, right in this area is where that hole is, and I know there's good gold in there, but I'm not trying to get that wet, that deep. So I still have an issue with my boot leaking. It's got to be leaking around this seam somewhere. I had a pretty good size hole here, but I fixed that inside and out. And the other day when my boot got wet, the water was only up this high. So I know it's got to be in this seam or this seam, or I got a little pinhole somewhere. So I looked them over last night and couldn't see anything. So the 1 foot's got just a little bit of moisture in it. It probably wouldn't be such a big deal if it wasn't 28 degrees or whatever it is. So I'm going to do a whole nother bucket. I'm going to sluice it, and then I won't video again until we get back to the pan. Show you some results, and I'll see if I can get 2 more done after that. And then, I don't know, I might go for a little hike and check out some other spots, but I think I'm going to save that for a day where I can actually see what there is to see when the creek isn't quite this high. Hit a whole pocket of really red dirt there. It was, we can get it going again. It was just, look at that red and blonde coming out of there. I ended up doing 1 bucket right there where my shovel is. And I forgot to show you the gold, but there was a lot more than that first pan. Charlie from AU Guys showed up. Hey, Charlie. So I was talking with him and kind of dumped all my gold into the cons before I took a video of it. But he's got his sluice set up. I'm about to get my big sluice set up because I did 2 buckets. I'm going to go run 2 at a time. That'll be 4 for me for the day. And we'll pan this down in a minute and show you what I found. Alright, 2 buckets going down the sluice. He's got 2. He's going to dig 1 more before he gets going on his. But I think it's running. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see. A little bit more clay in this stuff, so it's kind of sticky. I think it's running pretty good. The ripples doing their thing. Yeah. Now let's find some gold. Be back in a minute. Well, I got it in super zoom, so we can zoom in on that big monster hunk of gold right there. There is the tip of my finger for scale. That's a pretty good sized piece. And then if you go, where'd you go? You go right over in that same area. There's some little friends. There's a little friend. This is just in the top indicator mat. I saw a few more floating around in there. Actually, Pieces of garnet. It's not bad for a couple fibers. Now, usually we don't see any gold in this mat because it does what it's supposed to do and it runs away and hides. But there are a few big garnets that we saw. I'm trying to find them real quick here for you. There's one. Right there, hiding away. There's another good sized garnet. Is that a piece of gold right next to it?
I think it might be a reflection.
Oh, it is a reflection. It's crazy in the camera. So yeah, we're gonna get her in the pan and check it out. Back in super zoom, taking a look. We got gold in the black sand. We got gold in the green pan. We got gold floating in the water. Look at it there, dancing around. We got gold up there. We got gold over there. We got gold over there. I am pretty happy with that. I think I got 2 more buckets in me before I give up for the day. So this will be the last 2, total of 4 so far. And in this pan, there's some really nice garnets, and I know there's more gold down below. So we'll get a full cleanup when I get home. Well, I'm gonna get 2 more buckets out from right down there in front of me. Charles is up there shooting videos even. Get a sneak peek of his video. Got my buckets and sluice up there. But before I get back after it, it is time to fill this gaping hole. I got me a quick trip turkey and Swiss. Turkey cranberry wild rice bread with Swiss cheese. Spring veggie tray with the dip. That's the best dip ever, by the way. And the peanut butter crispy bar. These are so good. And an apple, just to wash it all down. If the water doesn't do it for me. So I'm going to munch that up, dig some dirt, and I'll check in with you again when I'm done sluicing. Alright, my last 2 buckets. That makes 6 for the day. Sluice is running good. Creek dropped quite a bit. I had to remake my dam a little bit. But she's flowing good. Real yellow red sand. Charles is still hard at it. He's got 1 there. I think that makes 5 for him for the day. He's got 1 more bucket and he'll have his 6. We've been doing more talking than digging. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like in the pan in just a minute here. Quick mat inspection. I saw quite a few speckles. There's 1, there's 2. Let's see where I'm at here. There was a couple there. Right there, there's a pretty good one. Oh, where is it? Let's see, put my finger by it. Right there in front of my finger. A lot of times when I rinse my bucket, I wash a lot of these small pieces down into this mat so I don't get to see them. Oh, there's a whole bunch right in here. Both sides of my finger, right there. And then, where are we at? From my fingernail down that row. Oh, why aren't I seeing them on the camera? Oh, you are. It's just not shining. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4 little. They're tiny. But we got some more garnets. There's 1. There's a little guy. A couple more. Another one there. Another one there. So, well, I mean, I guess we can look in here real quick. Be nice if that was a piece of gold. I don't think it is. Nope, especially when it breaks in half when you touch it. Not a common characteristic of gold. Alright, like I said, it's hard to see any gold in this green mat because it's down at the bottom where it belongs. Couple more garnets. Garnet, garnet, garnet. Alright, I'm going to tear this apart and get it in a pan for you. Oh, we got a special treat. Let's start way down here. And then we'll work our way up. Up, up, up. Well, those are gold, those are gold, those are gold, those are gold. Look at that big piece! It's huge! Look at the size of that. Nugget Lake Nugget. I think that could be a new world record right there. World record Wisconsin gold. Looky that. What a nice smile in the pan. Get out of the sun and see if you can see. It's going all the way around. But look at that monster. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's hard to fight the sun. Alright, we'll get a proper cleanup at home. That is it for me. I'm going to get loaded up. Charles is on his last bucket. I think he's heading out too. We dug a couple more holes in the creek. And yeah, time to get packed up. What a difference. Look at the beginning of the video versus now. A lot less water. By tomorrow, the place will be back to normal again. Well, my world record didn't stand for very long. Look at that monster piece he found in that big pile of gold. No, I probably have that same pile of gold, but I didn't pan mine back as good as he did. So I won't know till later. But that piece is way bigger than mine. Let me get it on. There it is on super zoom. Nice and clear. Look at the size of that thing. Great day at the creek. Right? Well, alright, got her back to the shop. Classified my cons down with the old, oh, that doesn't show you anything. Classified my cons down with the kitchen screen. I got my big stuff there, my little stuff there. Got the indoor cleanup sluice running. Watching some Benzo. It's his Wednesday night live. I was meaning to do this the other day and I just haven't had a chance to get out to the garage yet. So I'm going to watch some live, record some video here. Be back with you in a minute. Alright, first couple spoonfuls going in right now. Now we know when we were pinning I had a couple of decent sized pieces, so I'm hoping they show up right away. And I'm hoping that there's a bunch of them hiding in that black sand. So, run it a little bit here, see how it's doing. The black sands are rolling. I see a couple tiny pieces in there. What do we got? What do we got? There goes a ladybug. Yeah, I see a little bit in that riffle there, and there's a little bit right there in that riffle. Oh, there's a piece here in the clean spot. Other than that, not seeing too much more. Not yet, anyway. Seems to be running okay. It's sending all the blonde sand down, but boy, that black sand's hanging out. I had a lot of black sand the other day when I was at the creek, and I was having a hard time getting it to move, so I might end up doing a little bit of magnet action tonight to get this clean. We'll run one more, and I'm going to shut you down. And I'll check in with you after a while. This doesn't take too long, so see you in a little bit. Well, we had our first couple of big pieces show up. There's my finger in there just to give you an idea how big they really are. I'm pretty sure I'd seen them in the pan. Let's see if we can see anything else quick here. Water's nice and clean tonight. Riffles are pretty looking good. There's a little piece there flip-flopping back and forth. Couple real tiny little nibbles in there. If you look real close, you can see them. This little cleanup sluice does a pretty good job for me. I got it all scooped in there. I've been letting it run and clean up a little bit. I added another about 1 inch of elevation to help that black sand creep down. And if you look, there's a lot of little bitty pieces. It lets you really understand how big that bigger piece there is. And there's another big guy there. And then I saw some more hanging out. There's a couple pieces. And I know when I looked down a little ways and I saw some pieces. And I looked at the bottom real close and didn't see anything. So that's what I want. I don't want any gold getting to the bottom. But it's looking pretty good. Not a bad day at the creek. Had a real fun time with Charlie. Got to learn another point of view on how to work that area. That piece there, that's a nice guy. But I'll get this in a pan. We'll get a better look at it. Get it snuffered up and I'll show you what it looks like again. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy with that. Got a couple of them bigger pieces. Probably one of my best days I've ever had up there. There's quite a few of them bigger ones. Starting to figure out how to track them down, I guess. Boy, it took a while to pan it though. There is so much of that black sand, and this little fine black sand just doesn't want to move. Back and forth with the magnet and the bowls, and I got it. I got it. That's some of the garnets and stuff. You should be able to see quite a few in there. I put this screen in and it catches everything that comes off when the sluice is running. Runs all down the sluice and into the screen before it gets into the water there. So, but yeah, it was a great time. It was nice to meet Charlie in the creek. Hey, you guys, we had a good day. I want to see his clean out. He was digging right next to me. And his pans all look better than mine, but I wasn't panning them all the way down. I'm not as good at panning as he is, for sure. I'm going to get this snuffered up and add it to my lifetime collection. Just about getting enough gold now where I can maybe start doing a couple of giveaways. It's going to be happening soon, folks. Thank you so much for another great video. I'm going to clean up the mess in the garage and got a couple of things to do. Get this video edited down and try to get it out for you as soon as possible. And as always, please listen to what my grandson has to say. Have a great week. Catch you next time.
Hi.
What else do you
subscribe.
like and subscribe? That's right, buddy.